Well, hello there. It's been a long time since I made one of these videos, but there's something to talk about, and of course, I'm going to talk about it. So apparently there's going to be a brand new patch for Rehydrated coming out really soon. Let's discuss it right now.
I got hot sauce in my bag, swag.
Hello there, beautiful humans. My name is RidersDX, and welcome to my channel where today, this feels so awesome that I get to make a video like this and actually talk about something going on with the game, but you know what? It's happening. So here we go. So on this website called SteamDB, I have no idea what this website is, but apparently it's something that can show off updates being made to Steam games in real time. And of course there's a page for Rehydrated, and it shows here that Rehydrated is going to have a patch coming up. It was updated just this past day where it shows that a patch 1.0.4 is in the works. Now this is just awesome. Like, I'll be completely deadly honest to you all. I didn't think another patch was coming. We've heard like absolutely nothing for months, and usually with games like these, to be honest, not much is done for the games after their release. Like, it's just the nature of licensed games in general. Like, it's very rare to see licensed games get updated regularly. You know, you would expect this kind of thing for games like Mario and Crash, but even some franchises like Sonic don't see updates past like the first couple months of the game's release. And so why was I gonna expect Spongebob to get that treatment? I just was not going to expect that. However though, I'm proven wrong yet again and again and again. These people just prove me wrong. You know, I guess like I'm just a cynic and I don't really expect these things to happen, but yeah, this is happening. A new patch is coming and I'm really excited, and this is the first update that's made to this game on Steam in like 4 months. The last time an update like this was made was when the previous patch came out, which fixed a whole bunch of stuff, like making sure that you could play the bosses after you defeat them once, making sure the movie theater was not absolute shit, you know, just things like that. And so I don't know if I'm expecting a patch just as big as that one. Like, I don't think it is. They did have a lot of time to work on this one from what I can tell, so maybe there will be a lot more game mechanic like fixes this time around, which is something I really appreciate, because I think if they can fix a bunch of the stuff that holds this game back, then it really can become a perfect one-to-one remake of the original. And so I'm excited to see what they have in store. I'm really looking forward to seeing those patch notes come out and trying to game out with them, and just seeing Rehydrate truly reach its full potential. Some things I'm thinking I'd love to see in this patch. One thing is I'd love to see decreased loading times, especially in the Switch version. So I've been playing through the Switch version on and off the past month, and it's not bad. It's still a good experience of the game, but compared to the PC and the PS4 versions I played, it's definitely a huge step down compared to them. And so if they can at least optimize the Switch version a lot, then I'd be really happy, because that version really needs some work. And if they could also improve a bunch of the graphics in the Switch version as well, that would be really great. I feel like some textures in Sand Mountain, from what I remember, were really blurry, at least in undocked mode. I don't know if that's the same case for docked mode, but yeah, fixing some of that stuff would just elevate the game's quality on the Switch a lot more. Something else I'm thinking about is one of the first things that really hit me when I first played the game was the fact that every level almost hit 60 FPS except the Dutchman's Graveyard. Like, that level just stayed completely away from 60 FPS, and I don't know, maybe it's just because that was one of the last levels they worked on, and so they didn't have time to optimize that to its full potential. But if they could do that, then that would be really great, because I don't know, it's just such a noticeable decrease in quality for me compared to the other levels. Another thing that always irked me about the original game is that when you go into the sliding portions, the music just gets so much lower than what the music typically is at in terms of volume, and it really does take away from the adrenaline that you feel from going through the sliding sections in the original game. And so I hope they improve the sound mixing. I think that's the biggest example for me, but I'm sure there's other examples throughout the game as well that could use a little bit of touch-ups in terms of the sound mixing, especially when you're in Goo Lagoon and you die in that first section, and when you come back it makes that huge like loud sound effect of all the lighthouses being activated. Like, definitely need to fix that as well. That was always something that really irked me. Like, I actually had to turn down the volume for that when I first last played the game, and in my last playthrough that was still a thing, so I don't think that was fixed in the last patch. Another thing that I'm thinking about actually is they kept mentioning before the game's release that you could access the Spongebob arena after you get through it, and you actually can't. Like, once you finish the game, you actually can't access the Spongebob arena from the hub like you could in the original game. And so hopefully they gave us a way to access that in the new patch, because that was something they actually said was going to happen, and it hasn't. And the game's been out for 6 months and we still can't access the arena outside of the final boss. And so I don't know, I don't really care much for the arena personally, so it's not something I really care about, but I mean, it is something that it's in the game, so why not make it accessible to all the players? And I guess the only thing I can think about that's left is stereo music. And so if y'all didn't know, Sheriff the Great has been really pioneering this movement to get the stereo music tracks of Battle for Bikini Bottom put into this game, because the music in this game is not true stereo, it's more of an enhanced version of the mono tracks from the original game, so it's what you would kind of classify as fake stereo. I'm really not an audio engineer kind of guy, so I'm probably butchering this description, but basically these tracks are not true stereo, and the true stereo tracks are actually out there. They were discovered by the original composer this past year, and so Sheriff has made tons of videos about this if you want to check it out, so I'll link his channel in the top right corner. But basically the stereo music tracks have been found and they are in THQ Nordic's hands, and so there's no reason for them to not put this music into the game at this point. Like, they have it, so we're just gonna have to see if they end up putting that in there. I mean, it definitely would be something that's worth like a whole new patch, so I'm really wondering if that's gonna happen, but I guess only time will tell. But that's pretty much all I can think about at the moment. If I'm honest, I haven't played the game in a while, and so a lot of the flaws of the game aren't really fresh to me. I did my best kind of like trudging through my memory and trying to list some things I could come up with here. But if there's anything that you really want to see fixed in the game, then let me know in the comment section below, and we can all see together if that actually does happen once the patch comes out. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens when that patch is here. It's gonna be great, and I'm really glad that Purple Lamp Studios and THQ Nordic are still working hard to improve this game, even though it's already been out for 6 months. It proves just how dedicated they are, and proves that they are really great people to be handling the SpongeBob franchise. I'm so excited that they're the ones that are responsible for making future SpongeBob games. So, you know, it just makes my heart warm, you know, I'm really glad. And while I'm here, since I haven't talked about Rehydrated in forever, there's another piece of news that I was thinking about making a video on, but honestly, every time I thought about making a video on it, I can only think of a video that would have been like 2 minutes long. And so I'm just going to mention it right here, making another great discussion point. But Purple Lamp Studios is now owned 100% by THQ Nordic, as confirmed by Michael Hardinger, one of the team members of Purple Lamp. And so you can see that from his tweet here, and it's just like, wow, that is so awesome. I'm so glad that Purple Lamp Studios got purchased by THQ Nordic, because for those of you who didn't know, Purple Lamp Studios wasn't actually owned by THQ Nordic when they made this game. They were contracted to make Rehydrated, but I guess THQ Nordic was so impressed by what Purple Lamp did with Rehydrated that they want to keep them on. And so Purple Lamp Studios is now officially a part of the THQ Nordic family, and they will be making future games under THQ Nordic, which means it's completely possible for them to be working on another SpongeBob or even Nickelodeon project. And so whether it be a remake of the movie game, or a brand new game in the vein of Battle for Bikini Bottom, or something else completely different, I'd be really curious to see what they have in store. And so let me know in the comment section below what you hope to see from Purple Lamp Studios. I would be really curious to hear that. And actually, I might also have an idea, I guess, brewing up in terms of what I would love to see for Battle for Bikini Bottom 2 if that ever became a real thing. So if you want me to share that, then let me know in the comment section as well. I would love to share it, but I mean, it would be nice to have the encouragement, that's all. But alright everyone, that's pretty much everything for this video, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, please stay safe, go outside, put a mask on, don't be stupid, and make sure you're protecting yourself. I want you to be well and healthy whenever the next big thing gets announced. So that is all. This is Riders, riding out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Special shout out to the Nerd Corner, Killer Lemurs, Team Ride with Science Gamers, Johnny Hinton Ortiz, Trash Q, Abraham Muter, and Mass Muter. These are my patrons / YouTube members. If you'd like to become a patron or YouTube member, get access to a whole bunch of different perks, then please check out the links in the description box below. But alright, this is Riders, riding out.